Hi, welcome to Vlogentines Day 10. My name is Donna from In a Pickle Knitting, and today I have a children's literature book for Valentine's Day and a craft. So the book today is called The Valentine Bears, written by Eve Bunting and illustrated by Jan Brett. Now these Jan Brett illustrations look very much like Jan Brett, but they're not as colorful as you would find in one of her own books. This is a great story about Mr. and Mrs. Bear who are hibernating for their winter, or their bear form of hibernating, and they never get a Valentine's Day celebration because they are in their sleep. Well, this year Mrs. Bear has other plans and she would like for them to celebrate Valentine's Day. So she's planned everything out in advance, and I want to read to you. The alarm goes off 4 months later, and she wakes up thinking, oh, spring is here, and then remembers, no, it's for Valentine's Day. So she wakes up, but Mr. Bear can sleep through anything. So right away, she makes a sign that says, it's nice to share Valentine's Day with someone you love. And she tacked it up on the wall so that he would see it when he woke up. And then she headed outdoors. So you see, you can tell that's a Jan Brett bear, but the color is very, just a single color or two on each page for the winter. But she goes to dig up a honey pot that she buried in the spring so that they can share some honey. And then Mrs. Bear carried the pot inside and put it on the table next to the bowl of crunchy dried beetles and bugs, crispy critters. How Mr. Bear loved crispy critters. So there she is getting his yummy crispy critters ready. And then she makes 2 valentines for him. And the first one says, red berries are red, blueberries are blue, termites are sweet, and you are too. And the other one says, your teeth are so sharp, your claws are so fine, dear Mr. Bear, you are my Valentine. So she gets those. She can't decide which one she likes better, so she puts them both out for him, and they are both very, very nice. Then she goes out to their pond or their lake, and she breaks through the ice to get some nice cold water to wash her face off, has a nice long drink of cold water, and then she goes back to wake Mr. Bear up. And she tells him it's time to wake up, Mr. Bear, but he doesn't wake up. Just another 5 weeks. But she tells him happy Valentine's Day, and no, he still tries to go back to sleep. So she sighs and goes out with that empty can that she had from the crispy critters, and she gets some cold water from the pond. Back she heads, and you can just imagine what she's going to do to try and wake Mr. Bear up. However, he jumps up and says, surprise! So guess who gets the cold water on their face? And he thought that he would celebrate Valentine's with her. Well, I fooled you. Happy Valentine's Day. And from under a pillow, he pulls out a box that he'd had waiting for them. And it's chocolate-covered ants. Yum, yum. So they share a Valentine's Day together. And then they need to go back to sleep. Oh, I've dropped my book, sorry. So that's a really, what I call a sweet book, and it's a very nice one for Valentine's Day. My craft today is a cross-stitch project. I purchased this pattern from the Blue Flower called Winter Valentines, and there are 2 charts in this pattern that you can do. They're just slightly different. One has text, and the other one also, some colors are changed around, the birds change position, but there is no text, instead just more snowflakes. Well, I chose to do the one with text, which says love warms the heart. And I did make one modification, but I will show you my finished project. Love warms the heart. And right here is my modification. This is supposed to be mistletoe cross-stitched in here, and I decided not to cross-stitch the mistletoe and instead to sew this tiny little locket on here. And if I can get open, there it is. I put a little picture of our little sweetie there, and he is going to love having his picture in there. So that's really the only modification that I made to the chart. The little locket that I used came from a pair. This one is slightly different color and style, but this is from Tim Holtz, and I found that in a craft shop. So it was lockets, and I sewed the one on with just a single stitch. In order to cross stitch, I now have to wear these. You see this is a 3.5 magnification. There is a little light on this. And you can adjust this from the outside to get different heights, and you can adjust the lenses back and forth to get just the perfect light and magnification on your project. So I was actually able to cross stitch. This is cross stitched on a 25 count, I think. It's a Laguna. So I stitched over 2 stitches. And that is my craft for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll be back today for day 11. Back tomorrow for day 11. Bye.